Hello, welcome back for another Baldur's Gate 3 video. It's Tibone here, and we're talking about patch 2 that is finally live. As I talked about in my video yesterday, and as they talked about in the last community update, this patch will be covering changes for Karlach and a couple other features, and mainly focusing on Act 3. So they talk about how they introduced Wither's Wardrobe of Wayward Friends. That's a tongue twister, say that 5 times fast, to where if you have a party member who is in co-op, you can store them or bring them back whenever they enter your party and they leave. You can store them there so they're not just standing around in your camp, which is actually really cool. So if you have a lot of people who just drop in and drop out, and you have all these people standing around your camp and it gets really crowded, that'd be a convoluted mess. So it's kind of nice that you can put these people in this wardrobe and they can sit all nice and comfy in there. They talk about plenty of performance and UI tweaks. They've added new epilogue scenes for Karlach and are working on additional in-game scenes featuring other characters. Additional Karlach moments have been added in Act 2 and Act 1 as well, allowing her to better reflect on her infernal engine and options available to her. So the highlights right here, basically introducing the wardrobe, performance optimization across the board, reducing the size of save games, which is actually really good. If you save a lot like me, so you can do all the different permeations, your save files are massive. So I'm glad that they've reduced the size of these. This helps out tremendously. I'm going to jump into Karlach stuff and talk about that. If you want to skip ahead a few minutes, so you don't get spoiled, go right ahead, but let's dig into that. So the patch brings additional Karlach scenes to conclude the ending in which Karlach decides to travel to Avernus. So I thought this was already in the game, but I guess they're expanding on it. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back to my previous playthrough where she was my romance and see how that goes. If Karlach is in your party at the end of the game and the Blade of Avernus offers to go to the Hells with her, you can now decide whether to go with them, go alone with Karlach, or let them go by themselves. Okay, so that's basically the same, because they can go off together anyways now, but you can just either go with them or go with her by yourself, or just leave it how it originally is. Added new moments for companion avatar Karlach to reflect on the state of her engine between acts. So that's as her as an avatar. So that's only if you're playing as Karlach, not if she's in your party. Added new moments for avatar Karlach to reflect on the possibility of her engine going out after getting her second upgrade. Okay, so I'll have to play through these and see how they are in game. But basically, they haven't really changed all that much. I would assume that, they would give an option other than going to Avernus, but they don't have that here. You can't fix the engine. That makes no sense. Yeah, so moving on. I'll have to play it and see. I'll let you guys know after I play through and see how it goes, a few of the different permeations. All right, if you guys are ready to come back, then let's dig into some of the other stuff. Blockers fix potentially getting stuck in combat, as a player character cannot be selected to end their turn. Fixed issue causing getting stuck in dialogue. UI improvements, added delete all but latest. Oh, that's nice. Option for each campaign, so you can regain a little storage and wiggle room. Added new icons for equipment that is easier to tell if they've been equipped by selecting either character. Added item rarity filters and inventory. That's really nice. Your turn notification now lists what the character's turn is. The character summary on level up will now update and reflect changes with and ability scores. So they did a lot of UI changes, performance optimization, improved CPU load, Made performance improvements related to controller movement, improved performance optimization across the game. Hopefully, they fix the PC movement and mouse movement as well. They finally fixed the memory leaks, which is good. Made the hotbar icons for a number of unlocked and available spells so you can have more intuitive combat fixes. Portraits and the turn order UI sometimes disappearing under certain conditions. I actually just noticed this right before the patch. It started doing this for me. Combat log will now have entries for all items looted from corpses. That's nice. Fixed health bar animation. They have various controller fixes, character sheet fixes. I assume a lot of these are getting fixed for the PS5 launch, which is actually really good. A lot of different combat and stuff with controllers. The controllers felt really good, but I felt they needed a lot of work, and I'm glad they're doing a lot of optimization and stuff for the controllers. Multiplayer UI, fix the secondary local players not having quest locations, fix some host error messages, dialogue interface settings, enable combat feed on split screen. If you dismiss your companion to camp and shove them into the chasm, withers will now be able to resurrect them. So you can shove them into the chasm again, probably. That should have been there already. That's weird. Clicking a party member's portrait on the map, or the mini-map will now select the character and focus on them. Fix client-server inconsistencies for attack of opportunity, causing client to incorrectly indicate that the entity will react to you even if it can't, prone or unconscious. That's actually really cool. Projectiles now waiting for items to leave inventories. I've noticed that. The delay on shooting with projectiles. Fix the hide under dialogue options. Helmets can sometimes causing your character lose their hair after the dialogue. I've noticed that. Portal to the House of Hope will no longer become invisible. Fixed on sewer Stormheart Nova blasting right through the ice walls. Dude, this is very exciting because this was my problem for the whole battle. I would hide behind the thing and the lightning blast would still get me. If I didn't kill him like immediately in the first turn, then I was screwed. So this is actually really good. Fix your resources not getting restored on your next turn if you join combat late. Fix certain spells not taking into account inherent conditions. Fix flow and scripting. Character creation level up. You can skip the character creation level animation. That's nice, because that does kind of get annoying, especially if you're respecing. Fixed character creation, sometimes getting obscured in tooltips on the controller. Spell tooltips character creation will now always show up in the same horizontal alignment. Fixed class icons overlapping and level up bar. Character summary on level up will now update to reflect the changes in ability scores. That's nice. Fixed healing numbers appearing in cinematic dialogue when you press the button in the Dank Crypt. When taking the nether stone from Orin, dead Gortosh no longer floating in the air. That's actually pretty funny. Fixed your head clipping into Will as you kiss on the ground. So patch 2 is not as much as I thought it would be. I thought they would offer more options for Karlach, but it doesn't look like it is. They just basically have what's there and then expand it a little bit or give like one option. And yeah, that I don't like that at all. And the only time that they have interactions added from Act 1 and 2 for her Infernal Engine is only if you play her as an avatar. So if you have her as a companion, basically nothing's changed. So that's rather disappointing. This patch is actually rather disappointing for me. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Like, subscribe if you think I have earned it. And I'll see you next time. Tibone out.